Hello and welcome to Konrad Seidel's Beer of the Week. It's the third Sunday in the Christmas period, and it's of course another Christmas beer that we're gonna sample. But first I have to tell you I got an email. Someone wrote me that last week I explained about the Lent period around Christmas, but I didn't explain the name of Bock. Why do they call Christmas beers Bock beers? Well, that's from German. In fact, it's from Germany. In Germany, there's a small town in Lower Saxonia. It's called Einbeck. And that town was, for centuries, famous for their strong beers. It was such a small town, they had to export their strong beers. So they brewed it very, very strong and sent it to all places in the then known world, which did not include America at that point of time. Around 1500, Bock beer from Einbeck was a famous beer that even kings would present each other as a present. But it was not called Bock beer yet. The name Bock beer occurred around 1600 when the Hofbrauhaus in Munich wanted to have their own strong beer, and they had a brewmaster from Einbeck brew a beer of Einbeck style in Munich. And you know, the Munich accent made Einbeck, Einbock to Einbock beer, Bock beer, Bock beer. So this is how Bock beer got its name. And Bock means in German a male goat. And on many labels of Bock beers you will find a goat, which has actually nothing to do with the beer. Here you find Father Christmas on this beautiful label of Schremser Weihnachtsbräu, a Christmas brew they do. It's in fact style-wise a heller Bock. And we have to learn some German. Have to find out what it tastes like. No. First aroma, very malty. You see, this is a bold beer, a very bold lager beer. Golden color, nice big white head. Full-bodied and almost sweetish. Very little perceived hoppiness. Just a hint of hops for a dry aftertaste. You'd love to have some sweets from the Christmas tree or whatever Christmas cake you could eat with that. But when I went to the brewery, Karl Trojan, the brewer, he said, try to have fish with it. In the area where this beer comes from, Waldviertel, north of Vienna, they're having carps. So I had a carp and had this beer with it, and it matched wonderfully. Then he said, there's something else for you. Take a few bottles with you. Put them into a dark place in your cellar and let them rest there for at least 5 years, because this beer will mature very well. It's a strong beer, so that matures and will be a very, very nice drink in another 5 years. Well, I don't want to wait another 5 years for my next beer of the week, and you don't have to wait either. There will be one next week, 4th week, end of the Lent period, of the Advent period, of the Christmas period, and then we can say Frohes Fest. Frohes Fest, that's what it reads here. It means Merry Christmas. Well, wait for another week and see you next week for Konrad Seidel's Beer of the Week. Cheers. Yeah, almost there, almost there. Christmas is coming.